Hello everybody and welcome to another tutorial in camera and lens repair. And this time I will actually take a look inside in this old Canon FL 35mm 2.5. I think it's a good lens, but it has a problem if we look into here. Well, if we look through it, nice and fine, and we can also go in from the other end. But if we turn the aperture ring here on the front, not really much happen. Actually, nothing. Well, I could actually move the black ring here. I don't know what's called pre-aperture or so. I have no idea. But if I turn it, look what happened. We can see in here. So if I turn it, hopefully, yeah, wow. Now you can see something. And especially if we put some light on, there is a lot of oil. Not so much on the back, but it's difficult to see. But if we can move it a little, open it a little, set it something like, yeah, here you can see even more. So I need to go into it and take a look. Not only take a look, but take it apart and fix it so it will come back to working order. I have been into this lens before. I can see other people have been there too because of all the marks in here. I have also set marks inside the lens, and I actually took a lot of notes, what you can see here, because I think it's essential to actually remember all the stuff I got through. And this is page 2. Maybe I zoom out a little if I can. Hold on a second. Yeah. So you probably can see it. I will also put those pictures into the video, and so people actually can see what I have discovered. Now, the lens is a little difficult. I mean, not difficult in that way, but it's more like there are some challenges inside here. But getting into it is quite easy. Well, I will begin to take off the front lens group, which is all in one. Just loosen the front here, and the whole lens elements front lens group will simply pop out, and it goes quite long back into somewhere here. And so it's more easy in that way. Then I can loosen not loosen, but unscrew the retaining ring here on the back. It will say this with the 2 notch here, not the inner. I will not go in there. I haven't been in there too. It's only about the aperture plates. So yeah, to take off the front nameplate with the lens group, I could use a compass, or you could use a lens tool or whatever tool you have. So one can do this, and if it's really tight, maybe it's better to give it a go with this one. But I could also use the gray rubber tools, with the 52.8, and it fits quite well here. So I could try to unscrew it that way. It is not that hard because I've been into it, but if it was really tight, it could be a problem, and then I could use the compass lens tool or whatever you have, and also have a good grip, and make sure it has to be that kind of compasses, dividers you're looking for. That's the best quality, and it's more rigid, stable. So one can have it here and loosen it. I mean, just loosen it a bit, and then I can unscrew the front lens screw, and it will just pop out. So you can see it's quite deep into the lens, and the inner part will take that out, but more of that sooner. So this is just the front lens group, and now we can go deeper into it. Here we can see all the stuff going on in here, and I actually set some marks in here, both with different colors, so you have an idea of what's going on in here. And I will just follow my list here to make it easier. So I will just take off the back retaining ring here. And if you don't have a tool, it could be that dividers, or you could make your own tool out of a wrench. In this case is a 20.8 millimeter, which I have filed down and make 2 pins here. Those pins can actually pretty easy go on. I mean, this tool can actually pretty easy go on here, and then having a good grip on it, I should be able to unscrew it. But of course, I could also have used the compass divider, lens tool, whatever you have. But I like those to make those tools because they are more, what you say, it fits better into some places. So now I can fully unscrew it and take it out. And then we can work with the rest of the inside. Hold on. So, and then I can just take the whole inner part out, and in that way, hold on a second. Here we go. So we can just do this here. So, and off it comes. Just a retaining ring, nothing special. Now, see, my reference mark is actually the index mark here, all the way down to here. And before I actually take this inner part, do yourself a favor and set a mark with whatever you want. It could be a pencil here. Set it in here, here, and in line with the index mark. So you have an idea of where you actually are with those things. And then you can actually take it out. That's quite easy. And by the way, this inner here, this here has to go, is the connection pin. It has to go on this side of that pin. So now we are inside here. There is a lot of oil around here, kind of old grease. And where did that grease, that oil film come from? Well, the only place it can come from is from the focusing system. And that's why this lens have a kind of a very stiff focus. But more of that later. To come into it, we need to set some and make some marks here. So, and I will just go through it quite easy. We have already, the breech lock ring. If you want to take off the breech lock ring here, it's quite easy. You can go from the index mark here and then turn it clockwise. If we look here on the back, loosen this screw, take out the little spring and steel ball. No, there is not a steel ball in here, sorry. just take out the lock screw here and turn it 2.5 turns clockwise till off at around 4 o'clock. And my mark is here, so it is about here with the red dot. Now, more to the inside. See, we have to unscrew the assembly, the retaining ring, pull out this. And there is also a spacer in here. And it will say this one here. There could be, in your lens, depending on how it is adjusted, there could be a thinner or a thicker lens, but it has to go on here. It will say it goes on here and goes into the focusing assembly. So we have to set a mark here on each side of the brass spring here. It's a click here. Oh, I have to set it on something aperture 8 or 11 or so, because then I can move this ring here. And this steel ball makes a click when it is at full open, I guess. So make sure you set a mark here on Scriber, whatever tool you use. So it will here and here too. Then you can unscrew the 2 screws, because then you know the exact position of it. So we will just do that. And take care of the little steel ball here. So have a finger on here, so you know where it is, and it will not just pop off somewhere. So now I can take out this. There are some grease on it, but if there wasn't any, well, you should add something. And by the way, the steel ball is 1.58 millimeter in diameter. Now take off the brass lock ring here, but we also have to remember to take this small screw, and it's actually the one that goes into here, this notch here. It's the only notch that is in here. So make sure it comes back into place. So just unscrew this. So And then we can undo this retaining ring here, and that way we can actually take off the pre-aperture ring, or whatever names it has. I don't know. But make sure, just undo this. One maybe have to have a finger on here. And then one can move it out here and go with a dentist tool. I think is the best. One can go around here. No. So here, and then this is actually free at the moment, so I can just pull it off here that way. That's why you need to take out the little notch screw. So off with that, and it can actually fly away somewhere. Happens. So this one. Then we need to take out the pre-aperture ring. It will say this one here. So we can take this out. Nothing happened at the moment. So there you see the notch here. It will be for the screw in here. So you can see this goes on here, and will actually move the mechanism in here. We can see it here. See this ring here, move that part in here. So don't loosen this one, this part down here, no. So we'll just take it off. So nothing's big. Oh wow, I can see a lot of grease in here. Not mine, but somebody else. And now I have to set a mark. That's important, because the click function in here on the actual aperture ring, you see those small notches in here, it makes the click function in here, so you can see. And this ring here has to set a mark, just a light mark, not a big one, but set it in here, and my reference mark is still the index, the point here. So it all goes here, here, here. So I set the mark here, and also here, so I know the exact position of that. Then I can loosen, not unscrew, but loosen those with a 1.2 millimeter flathead screwdriver. And the spring, I mean the steel ball and the spring is actually underneath here. So when we turn it, it will be up here. So the steel ball is at the dot here, somewhere underneath here. It sits in that ring. So I will undo unscrew the other two screws first. Not unscrew, but loosen. Okay, you know what I mean. So unscrew this. There, that's enough. And then have a finger on here, so the ring will not just pop off. Then I can loosen this, and then you can see, hopefully you can see the little steel ball is underneath here. Make sure you keep it safe. And by the way, the steel ball is actually I can just undo this brass ring. So, and here you see the little steel ball. And so, save home. The steel ball, this steel ball is actually this one down here. It is 1.58 millimeter. It's the same as the other one. And the spring, which we will take out here. So there, you can see here, it's 1.42 millimeter and is in diameter and 4.15 millimeter long. So put it aside. Now I can take off the actual aperture ring, and it also have a notch here. Here you see it, and it is that it goes into this screw. Nothing special about that. And now I can actually continue to go deeper into it. Flip it over, and then I get to the next part here. So we need to take out the screw that holds the inner connection ring. I don't know the exact name for that. So we unscrew this little screw here, and nothing will happen, nothing will fall out here, because there is a brass lock ring here. So we can just take this out. It's good, it's magnetic. And then I can actually undo the this brass ring here. So, and that way, oh, lift it up. Sometimes they can be a little tricky, and do not pull too much in it. It has to have the tension of so it will move out. So now I can do that, and then I can take it that way out. So put it aside. And next thing, we need to unscrew the screw for the next. It will say the pre-aperture ring or whatever, or what name it has. So this is the next screw that holds the black pre-aperture ring. So unscrew that. See, a special screw like the other one. So there. And then I can actually take out this ring here. So nothing special about that. It's not necessary. If it's broken, it's not necessary to unscrew those. No. Or if you need to take that part out, you simply make some scratch here and here, so you know the exact position of this the long leg here. Now, all for that. Next thing is actually we are going deeper into it, because there is a cam ring, I think it's called. So we can take out the next, this brass lock ring here. I need another tool. Where did it go here? With a thinner one. So it would make it a little easier. So you can see, move around, and then take out this brass lock ring. And it's it belongs to this ring here. Now, next thing is I can take out the see this ring here. I can move. It's also connected to this screw here. So I can just take that out. So it sits like this, that way. So, and now we are closer. Then we can take out the what do you say, the next the brass lock ring in here, and undo it, and that way. Now I can take it out. So, see? And it belongs to this this ring, just so you put things in groups so you know where it should be. Now, the next cam ring here, I can lift it up. And since I have marked it with a little red dot here and a red dot here, it will make it easier for you to know where it should go. Now, since we are much deeper into it, I will just undo the two springs, which actually need to be taken off, because then you can see here, this part here will actually move, but I need to release the spring here. So I will just take it off here, and hopefully it can go off. So there. Nah. Sometimes they can be a little tricky. And I think the other end is not so, maybe it's easier. They can be a little tricky now and then. But let's see if it can go. Maybe it's easier with this end here. Yep, that's more easy. And now it's off. And I will also take the other spring off this pin here. I can just lift it up a little, hopefully, and it will come loose. Yeah, here we go, and it's off. There's actually that we will take out the whole aperture assembly as I see it. I haven't been there before, but in this lens, but it sits with 3 set screws. One here, here, and here. So we need to unscrew those, loosen them. So we just begin with this one. They sit with some kind of, not Loctite, but thread lock, kind of. So we need to have something isopropyl alcohol. in there, and we'll simply add something or little on a cotton bud. And since I have to put all the aperture assembly into isopropyl alcohol, I have a lot of it. So I will just add it here and let it suck in and soften the thread lock, hopefully. And just turn it over and add even more. And that way here. So I think it will just have to sit there a little to work. Hopefully it will work. And the 1.2 millimeter flathead screwdriver should fit really good. So this is just a Vera. It's a brand I like. Not everything they do, but most of the things they do is actually really good quality. So when you go into it, you just wiggle a little, and hopefully you can loosen the set screw. And it looks like it works. So no need for unscrew it fully. And it's the same with the other screws here. Because when you work with those kind of screws, sometimes you cannot just unscrew it. You need to screw it a little clockwise. And then you can go a little backward, a little forward, and so on. If it sits too tight, but gently. So just doing a little. So you see, you can kind of loosen it up in that way. So it's kind of a feeling of, and if it's not much enough, one can actually add more isopropyl alcohol, just to soften it more in that way. So there, it looks like it's working. You just need to be careful with those kind of screws. So there. And give it a little turn, a few turns, back and forth, and then the screw is actually loose. Or is it loose? Or is it just that I thought it was loose? No, it is actually loose. Then I can take the last one here. Hopefully it will work. And just find the notch and going a little backward, a little forward. It seems to work. So here we are. So now I should be, I actually should be able to take out the whole aperture assembly. And since I haven't been in there, I don't know actually how it is. Let's see how it will work. I think so. Yeah, I'll just take it out. So let's see how it is. Can one just take it out? It could be, I mean, just an idea. It could be the screws that are actually longer than I expect. No. But what if I take them out? No, they're very small. Okay, I think I will just let the set screw sit in their thread. So there. And now I should be able to take it out. I don't think it's necessary to take other things out. Nah. Or what happened here? You see, sometimes it can be a little problem because I can only come in from this side. But since I have to clean out all this thing, I think I will need to take off the back lens group or lens. Yeah, I think it will be the lens group. So I will just set a mark before I take it out. And it will say in line with this part here. And just go for that. So, and then I should be able to actually unscrew this. Hopefully. Let's see what's happening. Yeah, it's free. Good. It was more easy than I expected to be. Sorry for being in the frame with both hands. So, and I think it will, because then I save away from the lens element actually. Yeah, I think we can take out this. Is it here? I think we can take this out. Yeah, we can just pop that out. So now it's fine. Then I am more safe in a way of not scratching any lens element. Just put it aside somewhere. And then I have access to the full aperture assembly. So I see, I think I can just press here on the back. Yeah, that should make it. But then I will clean the whole system here. And then I can press here on the back here of this ring in here. Should be able to do it. Yeah. It's not that easy. Yep. It has a really tight fit in here. Maybe I could, if I just, so, now it works. And here we can look inside and see everything is fine. And I will just clean it. But the more interesting thing is, this is for the back lens. This is the whole aperture assembly. And if you think, okay, I could just flush it directly into isopropyl alcohol, but sadly, no, because you will never ever get all the oil out. So I need to take it apart. See the two screws here. And then I can take out the, as it seems, then I can take out the back here. Yeah. And then lift out the blades and put everything into the isopropyl alcohol. So I will just do that. It shouldn't take long. And this part here, it can only sit in one way. But here we can see how it sits. Don't unscrew this part here. No way. If it's not necessary. And I think it is necessary here. So there. Yeah, I can just unscrew this, and they have used some, not thread lock in that way, they have added some kind of lacquer varnish, I think it's called. So I can just soften it that way, and hopefully it will be unscrewed gently. Yeah. So there. And the other one. So now I should be able to take it apart. Oh, there. Oh, get away. So, now I can, where's my tweezer here? So I can take this off. And then how does it actually look on the back here with all the oil? Oh yeah, here you can see there is really a lot of oil film on here. And here we can see how the blades are sitting. And then I can take out the, I think it's called the aperture control ring. Wow. Okay. So we can see how it will sit in here. What a mess of grease. Okay, it has to sit on the ring, but how does it go onto that? It's more of how will things when I take it apart. So this goes there. So see how it is, the oil film is actually pretty sticky. It will not really get off. It's kind of glue. Now that's amazing. I think I will just put it into a bath of isopropyl. Start with this part here, and then the aperture control ring, I think it's called, and then take out the blade. Wow, it's so sticky. Well, it can only sit one way. See how sticky it is? If you drop it into isopropyl alcohol, you wouldn't, the whole assembly, you will not be able to get all the oil out of it, because you have no control of, are the blades clean, are the assembly clean? So it's better to take it apart. It's not that hard, as I see it. Those two blades is also kind of, it's amazing. So it must have been there for ages. So that's it. And yeah, this well, I will also just put in. It seems like it is not possible to take apart. So maybe I should, well, I can just blow it away with compressed air. Because I also need to have the holes here for the aperture blades. One of the axle end. They also need to be cleaned because there is also grease, oil. So just put it in and it will stay there. So yeah, I will just be back sooner.